Hi, today we're going to talk about rounded shoulders, shoulders that round forward. I think our lifestyle kind of supports and encourages that, and that's not something that we want. When you think about a rounded shoulder, lifting that arm up, I'm going to hit restriction, but if I pull my shoulder back, I have this huge range of motion to work with. So not only is it unsightly and not appealing in our posture, it's going to lead to limitations and shoulder issues down the road, range of motion issues. So it's something we want to address and fix if we can. And I'm going to use the Theraband to do that. So I'm going to start just by holding that band taut in front of me about shoulder distance. And I'm going to pull the band open as wide as I comfortably can and then come back together. So what I'm doing is I'm stretching out those muscles in my front body, across my chest, my pectorals, and into my shoulders. And I'm strengthening the muscles in my back body that have gotten a little stretched out and maybe don't have as much tone as they should. So you'll see this exercise in some of my other videos because I'm a really big fan of this one for strengthening the spine, for prevention of osteoporosis and things like that, but also for the opening of the front body. So I shoot for about 10 of those. And if your range is smaller, you start with what you can do and you use whatever Theraband you have, whatever tension works for you. So the next exercise that we're gonna do is a lift and a lower. So I've got my tight band and I'm gonna come up to where I comfortably can and I'm gonna go down. If your range doesn't look like mine, that's okay. You work with what you have and you work up to it, and over time that range improves. When I started doing these exercises, there were some things that I couldn't fully do, but I've continued to work on it and I've seen a lot of progress and improvement, and it's also helped me in other things that I want to do with that range of motion in my shoulders. So now I'm going to take those arms back and around and down, back and around and down. So maybe that's not a range that you have right now. You can always hold that band a lot looser to come around, or just go to the points that you can go to for today. But I've been working on this so I can do that full range, and it feels really good to be stretching out, opening up those shoulders and that chest, and working through that back body. And I should mention my core is engaged. I'm using my abdominals to help support me in this standing tall posture. And then let's stay with those hands behind your back. I'm gonna do that same exercise of pulling the band wide because my shoulders are automatically pulled back. I'm in that posture I wanna be in, and I'm continuing to work on that strengthening. So I'd shoot for about 10 of those. All right, and then I'm gonna do a tricep. So getting into this position, if what I just did didn't work for you, start with the band above your head and grab it below. And that's an easy way to get into that. So we're pulling up. So we're gonna get some benefit in our tricep, but we're also working that shoulder in that open position so it gets comfortable and stretched out in that position. So we're used to that and it becomes our new normal. All right, and you can either come down and around for the other side, or you can do that trick where you just hold it at the top and grab at the bottom, and then pulling up. And again, we shoot for about 10 of each of these. Just pulling, standing up tall. Make sure that you're not pitching forward or changing the rest of your posture to accommodate this. And we've got one more exercise we're gonna do. We're gonna take the band right behind our head. So make sure your head is back, so we don't want that forward head posture, and then pull the band open. Same idea, we've done this exercise in different positions, but it challenges a little bit different each way and really stretches out the front of those shoulders while building some strength through the back of the shoulders. All right, and then I'll bring it back down. So those are just some really quick exercises you can do that I think you'll see a lot of improvement in pulling those shoulders back, opening, getting a bigger range of motion in your shoulders, and just creating healthier shoulders in general. So go ahead and give that a try, and if you want to hit that subscribe button, I'll have more exercises and tips for you in the future. Thanks for watching.